Hey guys, Dr. Stephanie here, and today we're going to do a quick morning mobility routine. So you can just follow along with me, and all of these exercises are just kind of loosen up all of our muscles and get the blood flowing and kind of get you feeling better for the day. So we're going to start, lie on your back, either on your bed or on a mat like this. Place your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, knees bent, and we're just going to do what's called a supine 90-90. So you're just going to rotate both knees to the same side as far as you can comfortably, and then back to the other side. And we're just going to go back and forth, nice and slow. Get as close to the floor as you can with your knees, or at least with the one knee. And just go back and forth, nice and slow. Really getting a good stretch there. Trying to keep your upper back on the ground. Your lower back can come up a little bit. You're kind of getting a good stretch here. So this kind of stretches out your lower back and your hips. We're just going to go back and forth. Really stretching. You should kind of feel it in this hip as well. Make sure you go slow. You can pause for a couple seconds here. You can hold this for a little bit longer if you want to. All right, back here. And then one more time to the side. Okay, back to the middle. We're gonna bring our feet and our knees together here. And we're gonna do what's called a butterfly, which a butterfly is like this, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently because we're gonna bring one knee down towards the floor as far as we can, pause for a couple seconds, come back up, do the same thing with the other knee. And you can even use your hand and kind of push down a little bit and come back up, and then other side. Try to keep your lower back on the ground. It can come up a little bit, but you don't want to be rolling all the way over to your side. Just kind of push that down, kind of stretch out right in here in your groin and your adductors, and back up and push down and up, push down on the other side. And up and down. And you don't have to push down, but it gives a little bit of an extra stretch there. So you can just kind of let your leg fall out to the side and come back up. Let's do one more on each side. And up, and then this side, and back up. Okay, from here, now we're gonna put our feet together and do the full butterfly. So let those knees fall down towards the ground. Just kind of hold that position there. I like to kind of do some deep breathing here. And this just kind of opens up those hips, kind of stretches out those adductors, those muscles right in here. Just kind of feels good. So just take some deep breaths there, just kind of stay in this position. You can even kind of rock your knees up and down a little bit. Not too hard, but just gently. Just kind of open up those hips there. Just do that for a little bit. And then we're gonna come back up to the middle, feet on the floor, knees bent. And from here, we're gonna start with our hands on the ground next to us. Lift up into a bridge as you bring your arms up overhead and then come back down. So this is kind of a full body stretch here. Lift up overhead, come back down, lift up and back down, nice and slow. I'm just lifting up, lifting those arms. And if you can't get your arms all the way overhead, that's okay. Just go as far as you can and come back down. And lift up and back down. Just like that. Well, let's do two more here. And back down. And last one. And back down. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and go onto our hands and knees here. And from here, we are just going to do a little cat-cow. Oh, this is the cat, I think. This is the cow. So just kind of pull your spine down towards the floor here, look up, And then push it up towards the ceiling. We're going to go back and forth, just like this. This is a good one to really loosen up your lower back, loosen up your neck as well. This is an exercise, if you don't do any mobility work during the day, maybe you don't have time, you don't want to do this whole routine, just do this one. Do this one maybe 5-10 times before you get into bed or when you first wake up in the morning, and I promise it'll make you feel a lot better during the day. Or it'll help you sleep better if you do it before bed. Okay, then we're gonna end. We're gonna spread our knees a little bit wide here. We're gonna do a child's pose, but just kind of a wide leg, wide knee child's pose. So here, just kind of sit back. So we're stretching out our lower back here, but we're also stretching out these adductors, these kind of inner thigh muscles. So you can push your knees apart as far as you can comfortably. You may feel a little bit of stretch. It could be a little uncomfortable at first, but you do want a little bit of a stretch there. So we're just finishing in this position. You can take some deep breaths. Just really relax here. And then we'll come back up, and you can actually hold that pose for longer if you want to. You can hold it for a minute or two, especially if you're going to bed after this, or you just woke up in the morning, you just want everything loosened up. Just hold that for a little bit longer, and hopefully you feel like your muscles are looser, your blood's flowing, and you just feel better after that routine.